Welcome to Shade and the City. I'm your girl Treese.
It's now.
And today, y'all, we are here to do our recap of the 90-Day Fiancé The Other Way, Season 6, Episode 9. I didn't take my vitamins today, y'all.
Some kind of awful.
Some kind of awful. See, gotta remember those vitamins. Those vitamins. All right, y'all. So, thank you for being here with us, all of our Shade Squad and our new viewers. If you haven't already, please make sure y'all hit that like button.
And that subscribe button.
And y'all, let's jump right into it. And let's get shady. I feel like this was kind of a dry episode. Just my opinion. All right, y'all. We're going to start off with Sean and Joanne, Nelson's boo. Okay. Mm-hmm. Now, I'm going to just say this in advance. If my notes seem short or seem like I'm a little irritated, it's because I was taking notes at work and watching this. And I was, like I said, it was kind of dry. And a lot of these people kind of irritated me. So let's start off with Joanne, just prefacing that, right? So now Joanne and her boys are preparing to leave for Ireland. She's really counting on her sons liking Sean and wanting to move. So she'll feel less guilty about how she's going about things. All right. Her son Joey says that he feels there's going to be pressure on this trip because his mom will want his opinion. So y'all know I didn't like that. Then her best friend Noelle also plans to join them on this trip because, you know, she wants to meet Sean for herself and just make sure that her bestie is good, which makes sense. A mother asked, you know, Noelle at the airport to look after Joanne, basically be her eyes and ears over in Ireland and make sure she's making the best decision for her future. And then her mother gets all emotional as they're getting ready to leave because she worries about, you know, these boys learning that they're just meeting this man and then also learning that he's their stepfather. And I was like, this is why I'm irritated. Okay. So Sean is hanging out with his daughter, Bella Rose. He says he doesn't have a typical 9-to-5. His full-time job is taking care of her. It sounds like he has full custody or at least primary custody of her. He's taking her along to go pick up Joanne, the boys, and Noelle, of course. And he knows that Noelle is going to have questions for him, but he's just hopeful that she's respectful. Because he said otherwise, he just walks away from situations. Like he don't deal with the rah-rah and, you know, whatever. So if she wants to get stupid, he walks away from the BS. All right. His daughter is also unaware that he and Joanne are married, but it seems like she would be happy to hear if they were, which I was like, well, that's a relief. Even though she believes they're just friends. So he says the plan is to tell all the kids together.
How did you feel about him saying that he just told her that they were friends in case it didn't work out?
Oh, I didn't even catch the didn't work out part.
Well, yeah, he said that he just told her that they were friends in case it didn't work out, but they're married now, so you know he plans to be honest with her. I guess in the beginning, that's what he told her instead of saying like, "This is my girlfriend."
Got it. I guess. And he's hopeful everything will go well so that obviously Joanne could eventually move to Ireland and, you know, they could live their lives together. Anything you want to add to that? Just this whole situation, how she's setting her kids up, just really made my ass itch.
They know what to set up though.
Yeah, and they know.
They just don't know what's in store. They definitely know what's to set up.
Yeah, I just think that's a lot to spring on somebody. Now let's get to the next group of fools, and you know I can't stand them. And at this point, I'm gonna just say this. I did hear something or read something online. There was an article that was written, and they were slamming TLC for basically calling for Angela to not return to 90-day period or to TLC period because of her behavior. Y'all know I'm not saying the word because it's YouTube. And especially towards what we've seen towards Michael. And my whole thing was, I said, there are a lot more couples on here that we need to start to look at. If we, not saying that I absolutely agree with the narrative that Angelina needs to go, but I say that to say these two need to be next. Watching this toxicity on TV is, in my opinion, ridiculous. He's highly disrespectful. I don't even know why we're promoting this, but go ahead, Nels. I just wanted to say that.
So it's Teresa's favorite, as she just told you. Sarper and Shekinah. So apparently it's both of their birthday. Production asked them, well, if Shekinah was born on the 20th and you were born on the 21st, how is it that you guys have the same birthday? They said because of the time difference. But they're 2 years apart. They want to be twinsies so bad. So
I know that's why she's trying to fix her face to look like him.
It ain't working. So they went to celebrate their birthdays with Sarper's family. Sarper told his family that, you know, have the same birthday. Basically, she was the one, okay, because of that. I don't know. Maybe it's further in my notes somewhere. So she let them know her relocation plans and how she plans to visit her daughter. He let his family know that him and Shekinah applied for the K-1 visa. All the smiles and laughter dissipated. Okay. Yeah. She basically said,
is there a reason why there's balloons going up on your screen?
Did it?
Yeah, there were just random balloons.
It's probably because I'm on my Mac.
Oh,
and sometimes you do gestures and stuff like that.
Probably I think they were.
Yeah, see.
Oh, really? If I do that?
Are you on your Mac?
Yeah. I don't get that. I've never seen that before. That's so funny. I don't.
Yeah. Even if you're doing it on FaceTime with like your phone, it does it. So yeah,
y'all can tell I don't know nothing about no iPhone, no. I just record here.
But yeah, so she says she doesn't really understand what's being said, but she can definitely feel the vibe. And the vibe is not vibing. Okay. Sarper said he's not eager to go to the US, but Shekinah is much more important to him. Now his mama feel like he probably need a Turkish girl because what the hell is going on right now? Okay. His mom asked if he goes to the US, will her family support him? She said no. Her family, they don't really know. They don't care to know. And her daughter Sophie is influenced by them. So they asked her if her family if they've always been like this, or it's just because, you know, or if it's just with Sarper. She gets emotional. She's like, you know, she really doesn't know. And they really don't press her further because she gives some crocodile tears and they kind of let it go. What?
Here's another one. And another one. All right. Your daughter, well, we all seen. My first question was clearly the mama ain't seen the show to see how her son behaved towards her sister. I absolutely can understand why the family don't see it for her after seeing how, not even only hearing, but being able to see how she was treated and how Shekinah just sat there like she ain't see nothing. And she was just a fly on the wall while he was just straight disrespectful to her own sister. And your daughter don't like him. And you sent her away to boarding school, so it's not like she really gets a chance to get to know him. So I'm over it. I'm over it. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm so over this couple.
Feels bad about even asking him to leave his, you know, his family that's super supportive and super loving to go back to the US with her family that really don't see it for neither one of them right now. And they're not even talking to her, apparently. So apparently an hour after this birthday party happened, he said something to do with the vanity. He was like that he got it for her and it was expensive. She said she ain't never wanted. apparently this started an argument. Okay. She said that he ripped her hair extensions out and grabbed her phone out of her hand. So she packed up her stuff to leave. And basically he told her to take care and enjoy your little LA parties, that she be doing. I was like, oh, you some little sassy, ain't you, Sarper? Sarper is sassy. So in the car, she explained to production that it started at the restaurant because he wanted to buy the vanity. She didn't want him to spend all this money on something that she didn't even like. And then he started talking about how he changed his whole life for her and she hasn't done anything. She said it continued at the house where he grabbed her phone and then, ripped out her hair extension, I guess, in the midst of grabbing her phone. Then he tried to make up with her. And she told him basically she was leaving. She packed up her stuff. And he responded by saying, if she leaves, that he'll never see her, that she'll never see him again. So then back at the hotel, she was saying that he kept on telling her how much she's changed and she doesn't listen to him anymore. And he wants the old Shekinah back. She says she hasn't changed. She's just using her voice more. And basically, and it's because he doesn't like to be confronted, that he has an issue with this. To me, Shekinah the same.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I didn't see much of a difference. I feel like if he wouldn't have threatened her with that, if you leave, we won't ever see each other again, she still would have been back the next day. Even after he pulled out.
She said, I don't know what's going to happen to us from here.
Right. Even after he pulled out the hair extension and did all the stuff.
I wonder how she had it in.
I don't know. But we probably shouldn't see it on our TV screens. This should go to Zeus. This should move on to Zeus. Maybe they want to take them.
So you don't think it happened the way he said it happened? Like he went for the phone and like the way he, I don't know, the way he made it sound was like he.
First of all, the argument was stupid in itself. Yeah, if that's something, if that's the true, I don't know if that's what the BS that they're feeding us, but if that's the true reason behind the argument, then that was dumb. That was dumb all around. And I wouldn't even, me personally, for my mental health purposes, I wouldn't even want to be with somebody that would try to, that becomes an actual like thing, that turns into what it turned into. Absolutely not.
Yeah.
She should have more sense. She should have more sense. I'm sorry. She ain't that. She's not young. She's dumb, but she's not young. So I don't understand what she's doing. And not to mention she has a daughter who's watching her being treated like this. She's not setting the best example. I think we saw the daughter and she said she made bad choices. So she already knows who her mother is. That's why she's listening to her aunts. Because she know her mama ain't got no sense. I said what I said.
Really, Shekinah is saying that she's being basically fed all this stuff by the aunts, but like you said, she can see it. All she has to do is
she's not that young. She's not, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And that's sad that the daughter got more sense than her. So now we're gonna move on to Corona and Ingi. I got it this time. So Corona is going to meet Ingi's parents for the first time. She's nervous because she doesn't know if they ever met or ever even had a Black person in their home. So she's concerned about if they'll like her, and if they don't, basically what's going to happen between her and Ingi. Now, Ingi's parents are 80, and apparently both of his siblings are married, and it's a big deal for his family that he's
married, and the daughter just has a kid.
Oh, okay. Thank you for the correction. But yeah, so no, basically they're like, oh, he's bringing somebody home. This is a super big deal because he ain't never we know what he was doing. So yay, we get to meet somebody. So they're just all happy. And his brother Carl apparently has already met her. They seem to have a very good rapport with each other. She said that he makes her feel very comfortable. He always makes sure that she understands translation. And then shout out to Corona. I gotta give the girl her things. Yes. She actually knows some Icelandic. And I said, is that how you say that? Is that the name of the language? Icelandic?
I think the parents were pretty impressed too.
Right. I said, girl, you better, because we see it all the time, 90 Day fans, viewers. These people go over here, don't even try. Josh, Shekinah, who else can I call out? I'm just saying, James. The list goes on, okay? So I can appreciate her doing her due diligence and really, and this is why
the majority of the 90 Day crew, they'll pull out their phone in a second and try to translate.
Right. And then I love they sit down. Well, first of all, this is the only problem I had with this particular scene is when his mom walks in. I didn't get mama's name, but when mama walks in, she has flowers for Corona. And I said, where are your flowers for her? Am I the only one that thought that should have happened? But mama was cool with it. She thinks Corona's beautiful.
I thought that was big of her. I thought that was nice of her because as the mother, most mothers would be like, well, she's supposed to
my flowers, right?
If it was what's the girl name? Joanne's mama.
Mm-hmm.
She'd have been like, where my flowers?
Right. And not even that, but her screaming about how important this is, and it's important that they like her.
You want to make a great impression.
Why wouldn't that be what you normally? I don't know. Y'all drop down in the comments. Let me know if I'm reaching, expecting too much. But I absolutely would have showed up with some flowers for that woman.
I thought the same thing.
But mama still embraces her with a big hug. She's like loving on her. She's playing in her hair. Now, Corona lets you, that's black girl stuff. I don't let everybody play in my hair. I would have said no, but again, I'm trying to make a good impression, so I'm gonna just let her, feel through the, feel.
I would have gave her a lock of my hair.
Look, she said I would have cut one out, and I said, well, you didn't have to do all that if you would have just got her some damn flowers. So then basically they sit down and they talk, and his mom is like, so why her? What is the it? And I knew what mama was getting to. So what is this leading to, basically? And Ingi is playing very coy, and he's just like, she's great, really like her. And then they're like, the brother asked, well, how long are you gonna be here this time? And she was like, oh, I'm here forever.
That threw me off.
And so the parents are shocked because they're like, oh, this is really serious. But see, this is why I say okay, so I'm gonna have to play advocate on this one. I understand that he is inexperienced in relationships, period, right? However, it does make me feel like he may be playing in her face a little bit, because you had me move all the way over here. Your parents didn't know I was moving. Like, I know you're trying to treat me like I'm something serious. The parents are getting the vibe like she's something serious, but he's not. It's something missing.
See, for me, yes, the parents not knowing is a yellow flag for me.
Okay.
The brother not knowing is a major red flag for me, because the brother has even met her.
Right.
Clearly, y'all go hang out, y'all chill. This is your brother. You tell him what's important to you. You know what I'm saying? You're not hiding nothing from him. He's already met her. Why would you not mention that?
Great point. Then they start having discussions about babies, and because they like, look, we 80. We hope we get a good another
grandchild from him before we pass.
Right. And so she's like, oh yeah, I'm open to kids. And I would hope her being a midwife and doing her midwifery.
I was gonna say midwifery.
I would hope that she may not. Some people, I would imagine maybe that's how some people, because they don't want their own, they want to do it for others. So maybe she doesn't. But I felt like, I don't know if it was because it was too much too soon that she kind of hesitated and had that response, or if she's hesitant because she doesn't know if she really wants her own kids.
I just took it as her being hesitant because it was too much too soon. And by the parents who she was super worried about would even accept her to begin with. And now
they talking about, we want some mixed grand
kids. Exactly. So I took it more as it was just too much too soon, and before talking about a wedding.
Oh,
like you
well,
said.
that part. And that's Corona says, and that's a thing for her. Look, we need to talk about a wedding first. And that's why I said I feel like it may be, like I said, because he's never brought anybody back home, but I feel like him introducing them, his parents got the idea of feeling, oh, she must be serious. Now she's moving over here. I honestly feel like whether he listened or not would be different. But I feel like if he would have told them, hey, I am so serious about this girl that she's moving over here, they would have had a conversation with their son. I think his brother would have had a conversation with him and said, so you are planning on marrying her, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And we saw with his friends, he was like, oh,
when his friends brought it up,
that's not even on the radar. So that's why I say I feel like I want to like Ingi, but I still feel like he might be playing in our girl face a little bit. So I don't know. Jury's still out. Y'all drop down in the comments. Let me know what y'all think.
Okay, so Dempsey and Statler. Statler actually had a good night in the camper, and seemed pretty damn surprised.
Yeah, in a better spirit.
Yeah, she did. She woke up to some nasty ass tea though. Apparently the water from the faucet, I don't know what the hell's going on with it, but it was disgusting. She said it tastes like fish. I think I would have tried to throw up my guts. That's disgusting. So Dempsey suggested champagne for breakfast. My kind of girl. Talking my language, girl.
Even though she didn't like it.
All right, girl. I mean, now if she
maybe it was a really bad bottle. All champagne ain't good champagne.
Ain't gonna stop me from drinking it.
You are so funny. I can't. There are certain champagnes where I'm like, I can't get with it.
I'm gonna still drink it.
You are so funny.
So Dempsey is talking to Statler. Well, basically they hop on the road, and Dempsey is talking to Statler about how she didn't welcome her with open arms like she expected, and Statler's like, yes, I fucked up. I know I fucked up. Okay, but I was really overwhelmed. Okay. So they are heading south out of England to get to France and to Switzerland. That sounds so exciting. This sounds like so romantic. Like this should be like an amazing, beautiful trip. And Statler and her
for a week, not like a lifestyle, not like for a life. We ain't trying to Maxwell. We ain't trying to Maxwell. We ain't trying to spend a lifetime.
I don't know. Listen, I can't say that because I'm telling you, anytime I go on vacation, I'll be like, why can't I just move here? I'll be like, why can't I just live here? I'm ready to move my whole entire life. So I can't say that.
Things are different when you live it. That's how I felt when I moved to Florida. And then once I lived it for a good almost 10 years, and I was like, okay.
I mean,
you just become it's different when you live there and you got to work and you got to do things.
But that's everywhere, even here. Yeah, it was cool when we first moved back. Now what we doing? Just living and working. It's still.
I still, I used to get out in these streets, not as much anymore.
Used to, exactly. When you first moved back, that's when you.
No, I would be open at this point in my life. I mean, I do like the DMV area, but I would still be open to moving elsewhere if an opportunity presented itself.
Yeah, I mean, everywhere you go is like fresh and new for a while, and then eventually, yeah, it's just home. So I mean, that's even here. Statler is not as excited as Dempsey as to live this nomadic lifestyle because we know she's going to be working from the van. I mean, that does kind of suck, but from Dempsey's
find some good Wi-Fi wherever you at, and it seemed like they in these countries.
From Dempsey's point of view, it sounds like an amazing life to me.
Of course, because she's not working; she's enjoying.
You're foraging through the fields, looking for mushrooms, and getting to enjoy the sights, and just sounds amazing. Sounds amazing.
Nuts and berries, and
yes, live the dream. She's living the dream, as my man would say. She's living the dream. So Statler told her that she thinks this would be a good time to start working on some healthy habits. She's not used to communicating in a healthy way, but she says it's something that she's working on. Dempsey told her that she wants her to be her partner in life and on the road. And she said, she thinks that it'll be good that, basically she what's the girl name? Statler.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, she says,
basically that Statler fixed her attitude.
She said, what, she's there doing this, and damn well she don't want to, because she believes in them. She believes in their relationship. Good thing you do, because I don't.
I mean, y'all know I like Dempsey. I do, girl. I see, but I can call the thing a thing.
Even didn't only get to do it for a few months. I mean,
Statler got scammed. I'm just saying.
And we saw where they got into a little thing about the van not being in her name,
and then Dempsey not telling her about money that she got, that she withholding.
Just like you told her you was gonna sell your car and didn't.
Again, Dempsey's just a better scammer. So, yeah, y'all drop down in the comments. Let us know what you think about this particular situation. If you haven't already, please make sure you hit that like button
and that subscribe button. Make sure you comment
and subscribe
and hit the notification bell.
She didn't take her vitamins today.
I told you I'll drink it. I'll drink it out. It's the champagne, y'all. It's the champagne. Don't blame me.
And it's clearly whatever Dempsey and Statler had. But yeah, y'all, make sure you following us on all the platforms, the TikTok, the Twitter, the Facebook, and the IG. And yeah, y'all, we will catch you next week for another recap of the 90 day that happens the other way. Y'all have a good night.